Hello, 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 and welcome to my Pick 3 in a Glance family and viewers. If you're a first time visitor, please subscribe, like, comment, and give me a thumbs up so I can help my channel grow. All right, this is October the 1st. Do you believe it? Oh man, this time is flying by. Okay, so what we have here is a Pick 3 at a Glance system that only works off of 22 numbers that you do the 1-1 rundown on. And with those 22 numbers, you can get all 1,000 numbers in a combination with only 22 columns to look at and check the numbers off. And working by the law of average, you can track down your numbers. You can find your numbers that have fallen and the numbers that have not fallen at a glance and see how to put together your strategy to win on Pick 3. It's the only game that you can do that with where we can actually track the 1,000 numbers, where you don't need to do the date sums, the grids, the flips, the multiple different rundowns, the tic-tac-toe. All you have is to track the numbers down and look at them at a glance. And my system is the only one that we can do that with. And because it's the Pick 3 and 1,000 numbers that we can do it with. It's so easy, teachable, and it's doable. All righty, and I can teach anybody how to do it in 30 minutes or less. All right, give me a call, Mo Money Terry, 314-260-9801, or you can email me at momoneyterry@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment for a quicker response. Okay, I don't want to beat a dead horse. Oh, I was gonna say I'm 70 years old. Now I'm 71. So you know about where I stand with technology and knowing all the things I need to know. So I might be a little slow. Just bear with me. Hit me up again if I don't respond fast enough to you, because I ain't going to run and I ain't going to hide, because my system is being proven. And then the proof is in the pudding. So there's no reason to hide. I'm here to help. My saying is the only way I can make sure I don't lose is to make sure that my viewers, subscribers win, and that's what I'm here to do. My system is probably stepping on a lot of toes, which, sometimes the truth hurts. That's all I can say. Sometimes the truth hurts. So I'm just giving you guys the truth. Track your own numbers. Track your midday and your evening numbers if you pay it, because midday numbers going to run different than evening numbers. Evening numbers going to run different from midday numbers. Numbers going to run different from state to state. So if you're not tracking these numbers, you're playing a loser's game. It's already set up for you to lose. So, and like I said, these 1,000 numbers, and I'll demonstrate it to you, takes almost 3 to 4 years to come out. And we're going to just discuss that. This is my tutorial session for October the 1st. So we're going to get this started. What I have is congratulations again to everyone that hit that 169 today. They called me and was happy about it. And quite naturally, I was fortunate enough to hit it also. I was able to add it to my bucket list and carry it, because I seen that it was that 416 and that 916 are the mirrors of each other. And there was only 2 left for the year. By law of average, I knew they had to show up. So you'll be able to do the same thing. This is not nowhere near complicated, period. Believe me. Once I explain it to you and you show it to you, you'll be on your own and gone. Be grown and gone. You'll be grown and gone, like I told my kids. When you get grown and gone, you're on your own. They finding out. Life ain't all what it was made out to be when they're standing home with mom and dad. But I'm still stuck, because I still got to help them. Man, shoot. But anyway, I love them. So and not only my kids, I'm helping my grandkids too, man. You know what? But hey, I'm just blessed to be able to do it. How would I feel if I wasn't able to help them? But anyway, here we go. The 169, it came in the end of September on the 30th. And that's why I say you have to play these numbers, because they'll fool you. If you had to play that 169, I've done it a many times. Last day of the month, I say, oh, I ain't going to play it. It ain't going to come. And guess what? They come the very last day of the month or the last day of the year, they'll do you. Oh yeah, but when you start tracking your own numbers, they ain't gonna be able to get you like that no more, because you're gonna be able to see how they roll these numbers. Actually see it in real time. Okay. So what we have here is the 169, September 30th. Today is, 30, October the 1st is today's date. What I like to do is tell everybody when the last time that number came out, 169 straight. Last time it came out was January 21st, 2021. Okay, what that been, a year now, and so how many months? So that's why I say you got to track these numbers so you know how these numbers are actually falling. So you don't have this imaginary hit system of trying to find the numbers to hit the next day. It's not set up like that. It's set up for you to track your own numbers. That's what it's set up for. Okay, and I found that out the hard way. All right, so I'm trying to make it easy on everybody else that's following me. Okay, and this is a straight. If you're a beginner, this is a straight, and straights can come 6 different ways, and they can come like this 169 as it came, 196, 619, 691, 916, and 961. And that's why I say all these numbers, this one number has to change positions throughout the rotation system. That's why it can take 3 to 4 years. That's why you have to track. It's imperative to track your own numbers so you know how they fall, and then you'll know see what numbers best to play. And what we want to do is find out where this 169 is on these 22 base numbers that make up the 22 columns that you have to track and look at a glance and know at all times where these numbers stand on one sheet of paper. Okay? Now, so we want to find out what column this 169 is going to be in. And these straight numbers here, everything is in numerical order, not complicated at all. All right? The 12 numbers you're going to have is 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, 037. 12 numbers. All right? That's going to give you 75% when you do the 1-1 rundown of the 1,000 numbers. All right? Then you got 10 numbers are the doubles. Doubles are numbers, 3 numbers with 2 like numbers in it, and they are 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 011, 022, 033, 044. All right? And, well, I think I said triple zeros. That's 10. You're doing the simple 1-1 rundown on all these numbers, and you got all 1,000 numbers, and they different combinations that they can come in on one sheet of paper you can look at and check them off and know all you need to know about those 1,000 numbers. And this is the only one you can do this on with one sheet of paper. Pick 4 got 1,000 numbers. Okay? So, all right. Here we go with the numbers. My phone going off, and I thought I'd cut it off. Should cut off in a minute. Just ignore it, and we'll get going here. All right. Now, we want to find out where this 169 is and then what column. All right. I found out the column, which is column 11, which is this 027, is column 11. And it's 027. That's the column it's in. But when you go down and go to the column, the 027 here, this 169 is going to be 916 as one of the combinations that can come in. Okay? And the way you did that, we're going to do the one down on them. Which I got ahead of myself when the phone rang. But hey, this is live. This is oops video. You know? So here we go. We're going to add 1 to this 169. Okay, 1 is 2, 1 2 is 3, 1 3 is 4, 1 4 is 5, 1 5 is 6, 1 6 is 7, 1 7 is 8, 1 8 is 9, and 1 9 is 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0, and 1 0 is 1. All in numerical order. Ain't no whole lot of numbers of adding and all that. You're just going to count down. When you add that 1, that 6, you're going to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same here. You're going to do the 9. You already know that the 0 is it represents the 10. You're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same number at the top, same number at the bottom. Okay? Can't get no simpler than that. All in numerical order. That's why I use it. It's simple and it's powerful. It's the most powerful rundown you have. Because they can make a rundown number here out of any of the 1,000 numbers. They can pick any number they want. But it's more complicated to me. So I like to keep things simple and easy to understand. And everything in here is all in numerical order. So we found the column 11 is 027. But when you do the 1-1 rundown on it, it's going to show as 270. So you check it. You know that that's one of the base numbers. And it's in column 11. So you're going to go to column 11 and you're going to see the 027 and you're going to find the 916. So let's go to column 11. Here it is, column 11. Here's your 027. And you go down, and there it is, the 916. You check it off. Bam, you're done. All 1,000 numbers at a glance on this one sheet in real time. No guesswork. You don't have no guesswork to do, all right? Now, the beauty of this is that each one of these numbers here is not just 10 numbers. There's 60 numbers at a glance you're looking at. So if one of these columns don't show up in a month, you know that it was 60 numbers didn't show up. So you ain't got to guess. If it takes 2 months for these numbers to show up, you know that's 60 numbers in 2 months ain't showed up. So when you are hitting and you picking your numbers, you automatically know where you're going to go. If a column ain't hit in 2 months, where you're going to go get your numbers, because by law average, 3 months or 4 months, one of those numbers is going to come in, even if they played before. Even if they played before, you know that column is hot. Or you know if a column, it's going to be hot. It's probably cold now because we're working by law average. But you know what columns are hot at a glance. You know what columns are cold at a glance. No guesswork. Okay? Now, in the pick 3 world, you're going to hear things about mirrors, sister numbers, and opposite numbers. I basically deal with the mirror and the opposite numbers. I used to say flip. It took me a long time to get that flip thing out of my head because I thought flip sound better than mirror or whatever. But I realized they do have a system called flip, and I don't even deal with it. So that's too confusing. I think that confuses people because even in YouTube, people confused about flips and mirrors because they interchange the strategy on it. But there are 2 different strategies. Later on, you can probably go back and look at flips. But with my system, you don't have to worry about, because with my system, everything's in numerical order. Okay, now, like I said, in pick 3 world, you're going to hear about, let's say, mirrors, sisters, and opposite. And they all mean the same thing. Okay, so in this number line here, you go from 0 to 499 is your top numbers on this number line. And from 500 to 999 is your bottom numbers on here. Okay? So let's say I was playing 1, 2, 3 and the lottery played 6, 7, 8. They just played my bottom number instead of my top number. Okay? If I was playing 8, 9, 0 and they played 3, 4, 5, they just played my bottom number. My top number instead of the bottom number. Reason being, a 1 can be as opposite of a 6, 6 opposite of 1, 2 opposite of 7, 7 opposite of 2, 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of 3, 4 opposite of 9, 9 opposite of 4, 5 opposite of 0, 0 opposite of 5. All right? Now, like I was saying before, by everything here being in numerical order, and why the 1-1 rundown so powerful, each column has its own opposite in it, or mirror number in it. You ain't got to go looking for nothing. You ain't got to guess nothing, because everything's in numerical order at a glance. You can watch, look at. Okay? Reason being. Okay. Let's go to column 11 where the number came off today. Like this 916. This 916 here. And the opposite of it would be 4. 4 can be a 9. 9 can be a 4. The one can be a six can be a one. Again here, a six can be a one can be a six. All at a glance. And as I was discussing earlier, if you find a column that ain't hit in 2 months, 3 months, or whatever, you can automatically find a mirror with that, and it's opposite on each one of those columns. So if I find a column and I'm looking for numbers to play, and I find a column ain't hit in 3 months, and I find out that it's opposite and the mirror ain't fail, the two ain't fail. Let's say the 014 and the opposite, the 569 ain't fail. I'm definitely playing them two because by law average, one of them two more than likely gonna come in off that column that I'm playing. Or you can find 4 numbers like that that's opposite of each other in 3 months. Those are the numbers you're going to pay most attention to. If I was going to add extra money to, those would be the numbers that I would add money to. And then depending on how much I hit, I play this whole, after 90 days, I see this whole column ain't hit, I play this whole column straight box for $1. In Missouri, we can do that. I know some states you can't play 50 cents. Missouri, we can play 50 cents. Or I play $1, or I play them $1 box. Depends on, I don't know how states, a lot of states do different. But here I would play the whole column straight box, all the way down. Or I would play 50-cent box if if I can't play it. I guess y'all would have to play $1 box. I know California have to pay $1 and they ain't got no 50-cent bets. They got only dollar bets. So that's the way I would do it. And 9 out of 10, after 90 days, something going to come off that column. No guesswork. You automatically know what you're doing every day when you're looking at the numbers. Okay, reason being, this here is the monthly sheet. Now this started in October. You see all these check marks that are already checked for September? At a glance, I knew from this one sheet what numbers didn't fall. Now I started this October sheet, gonna be a new sheet. I know what numbers didn't fall in October and what columns didn't hit. Okay. Also, with a sheet like this, I do an annual sheet where I've checked all the numbers from January all the way up to present, which is October. So at a glance, I know what numbers didn't fall and what numbers are left. So by law average, I know where to go get my numbers because I know those numbers are going to hit or how they're going to hit. You're going to see that in your own state, tracking your own numbers. You're tracking your midday and your evening. From midday to midday. Don't try to take one sheet and mark off midday and evening and clutter it all up. Like I said, I keep everything simple. Everything here from midday to midday, evening to evening. If you're tracking midday, just mix the midday with the midday. Track the middays with the midday. If you're tracking evening, track the evening with the evenings. If you in Texas, they got 4 draws, 2 midday, 2 evenings. Track that first midday with the midday, that second midday with the midday, that second evening with the evening, that second evening. Track all 4 of those if you want to. You won't have to do that, I don't think, unless you're really hungry for some money. But you find the one you like to play the most and just track that one. Those numbers will line up for you to be able to see how they're falling, and you will be able to catch the numbers. Okay. Now, here, what I want to show you for sure, why they're trying to hit that one day, and I'm telling you it takes you like 4 years for these numbers to rotate out. Right here, you got 1,000 numbers, all right, on the sheet. You got 365 days in a year. If a different number came every day for 365 days, you still gonna have 635 numbers you ain't even touched that's left. Think about that. I'm saying again, 1,000 numbers, 365 days in a year that you can play. If every one of them numbers was a different number, and we ain't talking about the numbers that come back just like they are, like the 5, 6, 8 might come 3 times out of the year. So that means that it's going to take longer for them numbers to rotate out. If you play different number, 365 days, different number out of that 1,000, you still got 635 numbers you ain't even touched. That's why it's imperative that you track your own numbers and be tracking these numbers and not guessing your numbers. If you're a daily player, a lotto head like myself, I play daily. I guess you can kind of see from my winnings that I play daily. I'm in the trenches with you. I ain't guessing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm showing you the tickets. I've been playing this for 30 years. This is a 30-year strategy that I put together. Okay? No guesswork. I don't guess my numbers. I ain't played a pick three unless, when I got extra money, I just want to see what the machine might kick out. I tell them, give me a quick pick. On pick three only. I don't do pick fours. And I play, the big games when they get high enough. And I say, well, just for luck, because I know it's all luck. But this here ain't luck. This is strategy. You can strategize this because it's only 10,000 numbers. You can strategize this with this system because you got all 1,000 numbers here at a glance in 22 columns. Okay, and again, like I said here, how you get it. You got 60 numbers each column. You got 12 columns here. 12 times 60 is 720 numbers at a glance with they 6-way combinations that they can come. You got the doubles. All of them can come 3 ways. You got each column is 30 numbers and 9 columns times 9 times 30 gives you 270 numbers. All right. With that 270 and that 720, you get 990 numbers. All right, at a glance. And the triples can only come one way. It's only 10 of them. You got the 10 on there. That's 1,000. 1 in 1,000 odds are your chance of hitting. 1 in 3 to 4 years of hitting a number if you ain't tracking. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you ain't tracking, 1 in 3 or 4 years of hitting a number if you ain't tracking. If you guess it, 1 to 3 or 4 years, yeah, or your number coming out. So, I kind of lost because when I think about this stuff, it's kind of funny. But if you tracking these numbers, it's easy. We just make it harder than what it's supposed to be with the tic-tac-toes, the grids, the date subs, and all that stuff. Instead of just tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, I don't understand it. I'm going to keep saying that. I don't understand it. Why we just ain't tracking the 1,000 numbers with the system. I guess because the system may be it out. Maybe I'm thinking a little too much into it. But yeah, one sheet. Okay. And that's how you get, and like I said, you were saying, these numbers rotating by law average is never going to change. Okay. So that's that on that one. I'm gonna have to put up my boards here for the other 4 strategies that I have for us to play. I gotta get myself a little bit more organized here because I'm trying to do a little bit of a different system, and I keep taking boards down and forgetting to put them back up. You know how it goes when you're young like me, 71 now. I'm 71 years young. And thanks to God, I'm able to still get around pretty good. But you know your body's changing. You definitely know that if you don't know nothing now. But it's all good in my neighborhood. All right. Here we go, y'all. With these other tools here and strategies to keep it simple. Tracking the pairs. All right. And the way we track the pairs, the 169 came in. 169. Okay. This here is a triangle. I still ain't figured out what I'm going to call it, but I put it together so I can track pairs, and it worked out real well. And I'd always know what pairs to play. I don't have to do no guessing. See this 169? On here, I mark off the 16, I mark off the 19, and I mark off the 69 right here. 3 different numbers, 3 different pairs, okay? If it was a double, like 112, I mark off the 11, and I mark off the 12. And when there's a triple come in, like triple twos, I'll just circle the double twos to let me know that double had hit. And at the end of the month, Whatever pairs I didn't mark off, I roll over to the next month. By law of average, I'm tracking the numbers. So when I need some pairs, I want to pick a pair, see how a pair might play in my numbers that I'm playing. I can look at it all at a glance, from sheet to sheet, from month to month. Here, number 3 is my number positioning line. When the number is cold, by law of average, I'm looking for pretty much the cold numbers. If a number is cold, I know what position that number fell in. Like I made them 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 3 columns here, okay? And what I did, say the 169 that came in, I mark off the 6 in the front spot. The 1 in the front spot, the 6 in the middle, and the 9 on the end. All right? Now, if at the end of the month, whatever number I didn't mark off and in what position, I automatically know what position, if I'm playing a number, to put that number in, to change it. For instance, like this 1, 2, 3. If I'm playing 1, 2, 3, and by my checking off, I find out this 2 ain't fell all month, that following month, I'm going to rotate them numbers. I'm not going to rotate the 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep playing it, but I'm going to make sure I'll play 50 cents straight on 2, 3, 1 and 50 cents straight on 2, 1, 3. Because 9 out of 10, if that 2 come in with my 1, 2, 3, it's going to come in on the front side. Or whatever number don't come in, if you play that number, put it in that position. Here is my front pair, back pairs. That's my single pairs up top. I want to track my front pair, back pairs. Powerful system too. Like the 169 that came in, I'm going to mark the 1-6 off on the front and the 6-9 on the back. At a glance, I know what pairs didn't fall in or come in. Okay? And this is a yearly sheet. And you'll see the power of that if you're doing that every day with what you're tracking. The numbers you're going to start be able to read the numbers instead of guess the numbers. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to read the numbers instead of guessing the numbers. Okay? Here you go. Strategy number 5. This is yearly strategy also. All right? What I did, I took the pairs numbers and mirrored each other. So at a glance, I would know what double pair didn't come and what is opposite of it didn't come at a glance. You see the 119 here and the 991, that's a pair. The 664 and the 446, that's a pair. Okay? Now, but they mirror each other. So the 119, the 664 are opposite, mirrors each other. The 991 and the 446 is opposite, mirror each other. 1 can be a 6, 6 can be a 1, 9 can be a 4, 4 can be a 9. So at a glance, I know what opposite is mirrored didn't come in. And if, say, the pair didn't come in, I know at a glance. Or if one of the pairs and one of the mirrors didn't come in, I know at a glance. And I'm playing those by law of nature. I'm the law of average. Because one of those is going to come in. Or if I get 3 of them at the end of the year, these doubles that come in, I know them going to be the doubles I'm looking at to play to add to my bucket list when I need some doubles to play to hit. Because by law of average, if none of these numbers came in and the opposite and they mirror each other, a number going to come off of one of those 4 numbers. And kind of the most I've seen is maybe 4 columns not come in within a year, 4 of them. But it can be 3, it can be 1. It depends on how the numbers are rotating. And you'll be able to see it at a glance. Okay? And you got to realize less is more in our eyes when it comes to the law of averages, because we're counting the numbers down to see where our numbers are going to come from. So if you got a lot of numbers, keep counting back and keep counting down until you get it to as manageable where you can play. You might have to track all the way back to January, a year's data. But you'll see it. You'll start, and while you're tracking back, you're going to start seeing the patterns. Why You have to play them numbers till they come, make that money, y'all. Okay? It's pretty much a simple strategy. We're just working off the law average and not being greedy. If you're trying to hit because you need to hit, it's going to be a little hard on you. You got to wait them out. I was there, been there, done that. But if you know where it's going to change, if you need to have to hit now, not tracking ain't going to help you. Track the numbers, if you're playing, track those numbers, and then you're going to see, and you'll start playing, be a better player. All right? All right, family, that's it for today. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. God bless, and have a great day.